Such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
I feel like a prince, I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bells, because I was a blessed with no one fell. Don't know how it feels. I wanted to flex, they told me to chill. I'm making a flip. My life is a flick.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
To Aaron Jones.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
52. 88.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go back to the ground with Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
It sets up the 4th down. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a crowd unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after him early.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
And it's 3rd down.
Wentz now to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
From the 44, Rodgers got a man. It's Tanyan complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And
Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Davion Taylor in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Sanders, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 45 on second down, Rodgers looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
25 more yards.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
17-yard line.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Intended for...
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
And 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 3. Check. Jim.
Throwing again. Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Rodgers again now. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This one from 46 yards out. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
3-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. On play action, Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Wentz to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts. Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Hey, 626. That's right, baby. They don't want to go over here.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. The left side completion to Jones. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking deep for Adams. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Check 50. Check 52.
Rodgers to throw once more. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
Mike 52. Watch the curve. Watch it. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That'll be complete to the running back, A.J. Dillon. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Wide open receiver, complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll look to run with Dillon. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
Ball carrier.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
And goal at the Eagles' 2-yard line.
come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Robert Tonyan. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and goal.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Incomplete. Brings up 4th and goal.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my...
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There was a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Deshaun Jackson on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Dean Lowry able to get him for a loss of about 3. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best out.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
A loss of 9.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at the 30.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. That's taken on the 25. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will come the offense as they take over.
34-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Switch gears. Kill. Turn up. Number 50. Watch the shift.
They'll run it with Jones. Tackled by Avonte Maddox.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 36. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
On play action, now Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18.
Intercepted.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
12 yards there and a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Again, it's Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Wentz again. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
On the play. First down, Philadelphia.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Packers 12.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Kevin.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
An Eagle 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Wentz on the draw, leads it for Sanders. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Another run here with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Rodgers now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
The Packers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off near his own 48. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Eagles 38, Packers 12. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's Rodgers, operating from the gun. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Eagles' 47-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Jones. That's good for a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On 3rd down. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down, Philadelphia.
So it's a